Have you ever felt an inexplicable surge of vitality coursing through your body, as if touching an ancient force that's both familiar yet mysterious? What if I told you that this sensation isn't just imagination, but your first glimpse into a profound reality that mystics and masters have understood for millennia? Imagine energy as an invisible ocean that flows not just around us, but through us, an eternal dance of forces that ancient traditions have called prana, chi, or the breath of life. Today we're diving deep into this oceanic mystery, but not just as observers. You're about to become an active participant in one of humanity's most transformative discoveries, the art of energy mastery. From the mist-shrouded mountains of ancient China to the sacred valleys of India, masters have passed down these techniques through generations. But here's the beautiful truth. These aren't just esoteric practices reserved for monks and mystics. They're your birthright, waiting to be reclaimed. In this journey, you'll learn 5 powerful techniques that bridge the ancient and modern worlds, transforming abstract concepts into tangible experiences. Are you ready to unlock the dormant abilities within you? Picture yourself standing at the edge of a vast, invisible ocean, not of water, but of pure, vibrating potential, the primordial force that ancient traditions have whispered about for millennia. This is vital energy, known across cultures by many names: prana in the mystic traditions of India, chi flowing through the meridians of Chinese medicine, or the subtle ether that Western alchemists sought to understand. But what exactly is this force that seems to dance at the edge of our perception? Imagine your body as a living symphony, where each cell pulses with its own unique rhythm. This vital energy is the master conductor, orchestrating the countless biological processes that keep you alive. It's the bridge between the dense matter of your physical form and the ethereal realm of consciousness, the missing link that modern science is only beginning to acknowledge. When you wake up feeling vibrant and alive, that's vital energy flowing freely through your system. When you're drawn to certain people or places, that's your energy field responding to theirs in an ancient dance of resonance. Even that intuitive gut feeling you sometimes get, that's your energy body speaking to you through the language of sensation. The fascinating aspect of vital energy is its dual nature. It's both incredibly subtle and remarkably tangible. Like the wind, we can't see it directly, but we can observe its effects. Think of how a slight breeze can gradually shape a mountain over time, or how a powerful gust can move massive objects in an instant. Your vital energy works in similar ways, capable of both subtle influence and dramatic transformation. Ancient traditions teach us that this energy flows through specific pathways in our bodies. The Indian system speaks of 72,000 nadis, or energy channels, with 3 main ones running along our spine. Chinese medicine maps out 12 primary meridians, each connected to different organs and emotions. These aren't just poetic metaphors. Modern research using sensitive instruments has detected these pathways, showing higher electrical conductivity exactly where ancient maps predicted. But here's what makes this knowledge truly revolutionary. Vital energy responds to intention. Unlike physical forces that require mechanical interaction, vital energy can be directed by thought and feeling. This isn't mystical thinking. It's the fundamental principle behind practices like Qigong, where practitioners learn to accumulate and direct energy through focused attention and specific movements. Understanding vital energy isn't just about adding another concept to your spiritual toolkit. It's about recognizing that you're constantly swimming in an ocean of living force, exchanging energy with everything and everyone around you. This awareness alone can transform how you move through the world. You begin to notice the subtle ways different environments affect your energy levels, how certain people either energize or drain you, and most importantly, how you can consciously participate in this eternal dance of forces. Think of yourself as a living battery, constantly receiving, storing, and transmitting energy. Every breath, every thought, every emotion is an energy transaction. When you truly grasp this, you'll understand why ancient traditions put so much emphasis on practices like proper breathing, meditation, and mindful movement. They weren't just arbitrary exercises, they were sophisticated technologies for energy management. Imagine walking through an ancient library, where the dust-covered tomes hold not just words, but the whispered secrets of countless generations who mastered the subtle arts of energy work. From the mystery schools of Egypt to the hidden valleys of Tibet, a golden thread of understanding weaves through human history. The recognition that energy is not just a force to be observed, but a living presence to be engaged with. Let's begin our journey in the temples of ancient Egypt, where the concept of Ka, the vital force, was so central that entire initiation systems were built around its manipulation. The hieroglyphs tell us of priests who could breathe life into statues and heal with the touch of their hands. But these weren't mere superstitions. They were sophisticated protocols for energy manipulation, preserved in precise detail on temple walls. Moving eastward, we encounter the extraordinary synthesis of Chinese civilization, where energy work evolved into a comprehensive science. The Yellow Emperor's classic of internal medicine, written over 2 millennia ago, doesn't just describe energy, it maps it with mathematical precision. Think of how revolutionary this was. At a time when much of the world was still grappling with basic survival, Chinese masters had already codified the subtle relationships between emotions, organs, and energy flows. The Hermetic tradition of the West offers us another fascinating perspective. As above, so below, they taught, suggesting that the same energy patterns repeated every level of existence. These weren't just philosophical musings, they were practical guidelines for energy work. The alchemists, often misunderstood as mere gold seekers, were actually engaged in sophisticated energy practices. Their elaborate laboratory procedures were external reflections of internal energetic transformations. But perhaps most intriguing is how these various traditions, separated by vast distances and cultural differences, arrived at strikingly similar conclusions. They all recognized that energy moves in spirals and cycles, that it responds to intention and visualization, and that there are specific points in the body where it can be most easily accessed and directed. Take the concept of the subtle body, a map of energetic anatomy that appears with remarkable consistency across cultures. Whether we're looking at the chakra system of India, the meridians of China, or the Sephiroth of Kabbalah, we find detailed descriptions of energy centers and pathways that mirror each other in function, if not in name. This convergence suggests something profound. These masters weren't inventing systems, but discovering an objective reality about human energetic anatomy. The beauty of these historical perspectives lies not just in their depth, but in their practical applications. Each tradition developed specific techniques for energy cultivation. The Indians with their pranayama breathing exercises, the Chinese with their precise movements of qigong, the Western mystics with their elaborate visualization practices. These weren't competing systems, but different languages describing the same fundamental reality. What's particularly fascinating is how these ancient insights are finding validation in modern research. When quantum physics speaks of the observer effect, or when biofield researchers detect measurable energy fields around living organisms, they're essentially rediscovering, through different means, what the ancients knew through direct perception. This historical legacy isn't just an academic curiosity, it's a living inheritance. Each tradition has preserved specific techniques, refined over centuries, that we can apply today. The wisdom of the ages isn't locked in the past. It's a flowing stream that continues to nourish and inform our modern understanding of energy work. Now we cross the bridge from ancient wisdom to living practice, where theory transforms into tangible experience. Imagine yourself as an apprentice in a timeless temple, where the air itself seems to pulse with possibility. These techniques you're about to learn are like keys that have been polished by countless hands through the ages, each one unlocking a different door of perception. Let's begin with the most fundamental practice, the art of energy sensing. Close your eyes for a moment and bring your attention to your hands. Now, slowly move them closer together, as if holding an invisible sphere. Can you feel that subtle resistance, that gentle pressure building between your palms? That's not imagination. It's your first conscious contact with the energy field that surrounds and interpenetrates your body. The beauty of this practice lies in its simplicity. Like learning to taste subtle flavors or distinguish delicate musical notes, energy sensing is about developing a refined awareness. Start with 10 minutes each day, allowing your hands to become living instruments of perception. Some days you might feel strong sensations, tingling, warmth, or a magnetic pull. Other days might be more subtle. Both experiences are valid steps on the path of mastery. Next, we explore the cornerstone of all energy work, conscious breathing. But this isn't just about taking deep breaths. It's about understanding breath as a bridge between worlds. In Sanskrit, the word prana means both breath and life force. revealing an ancient understanding that breath is the primary carrier of vital energy. Try this. Place one hand on your lower abdomen and breathe so that your belly expands like a balloon filling with light. With each inhale, visualize drawing in not just air, but liquid golden light. With each exhale, feel this light spreading through your body, illuminating every cell. This is more than visualization. You're learning to direct energy using the natural rhythms of your body. The third technique introduces the concept of the energy sphere. Imagine your consciousness as a sphere of warm, golden light extending about arm's length around your body. This isn't just imagination. You're developing awareness of your personal energy field. Practice expanding and contracting this sphere with your breath. Feel how it responds to your intention, how it can become more dense or diffuse, more vibrant or calm. Here's where many beginners face their first challenge: maintaining consistency. Energy work is like tending a garden. Regular attention yields far better results than sporadic, intense efforts. Start with just 5 minutes twice daily, gradually increasing as the practice becomes natural. Remember, you're not forcing anything. You're awakening abilities that are already within you. A fourth essential practice is energy circulation. Imagine a figure-8 pattern flowing through your body, up the spine, over the crown of your head, down the front of your body, and back up. This is the microcosmic orbit of Taoist tradition, a powerful method for balancing and circulating internal energy. Start by simply visualizing this flow, then gradually begin to feel it as a tangible current of sensation. Finally, we come to the practice of centered awareness. Sit quietly and imagine roots extending from the base of your spine, deep into the earth. Feel yourself drawing up earth energy, like a tree drinks water. Now, imagine a thread of light connecting the crown of your head to the infinite sky above. You're learning to be a living bridge between heaven and earth, a fundamental position for all advanced energy work. Each of these techniques builds upon the others, creating a comprehensive system for energy development. But here's the crucial understanding. These aren't just exercises to be performed and forgotten. They're tools for fundamentally shifting your relationship with the subtle forces that surround and flow through you. As you practice, you'll begin to notice changes, not just during the exercises, but in your daily life. Colors might seem more vivid, intuition's clearer, and your sense of personal presence stronger. You're not just learning techniques, you're awakening a new way of being in the world. Picture your body as an ancient city, where countless rivers of light flow through intricate channels, nourishing every district, every neighborhood, every tiny alley of your being. These rivers, known as meridians in Chinese medicine and nadis in yogic tradition, carry more than just energy. They carry the very essence of life itself. But like any river system, these channels can become blocked, creating ripples of imbalance that echo through your entire being. Let's explore this sacred geography that lies within you. Imagine tracing your finger along the primary meridian that runs up your inner leg, through your core, and up to your bottom lip. This single channel is like a main street in your energy body, influencing everything from your kidney function to your emotional stability. When energy flows freely here, you feel grounded, confident, and alive. When it's blocked, anxiety and fear can pool like shadows in a forgotten courtyard. The beauty of understanding energy flow lies in its holistic nature. That headache you've been experiencing, through the lens of energy work, it might not just be about tension in your temples. It could be telling a story about blocked energy in your liver meridian, which runs up through your skull. This isn't mere theory. It's the living wisdom that acupuncturists have applied successfully for thousands of years. But what causes these blockages? Imagine your energy system as a pristine mountain stream. Physical trauma, emotional wounds, limiting beliefs, even chronic stress. These are like fallen logs and accumulated debris that impede the natural flow. Sometimes the blockage is obvious, like the impact of a physical injury. Other times, it's subtle, perhaps an old childhood memory that still carries an emotional charge, creating a persistent eddy in your energy field. Here's where modern understanding adds fascinating depth to ancient wisdom. We now know that emotional trauma doesn't just live in our memories. It leaves tangible imprints in our nervous system. When we talk about energy blockages, we're often describing these stored patterns of tension and resistance. The body remembers what the mind tries to forget, holding these memories in frozen patterns of stuck energy. The good news is that energy, by its very nature, wants to flow. Just as a river will eventually find new paths around obstacles, your body's energy system is constantly seeking balance. The key is learning to listen to these subtle messages and working consciously with this natural healing tendency. When you feel tension in your shoulders, that's not just physical tightness, it's energy speaking to you, asking for attention and release. Consider the example of grief. In Chinese medicine, grief is associated with the lung meridian. When someone experiences profound loss, they might notice shortness of breath, chest tightness, or frequent colds. All signs of disturbed energy flow in the lung system. By understanding this connection, we can work with both the physical and energetic aspects of healing, bringing gentle attention to these areas through breathing practices and conscious movement. This understanding transforms how we approach well-being. Instead of just treating symptoms, we can trace them back to their energetic origins. That chronic digestive issue might be linked to blocked energy in your solar plexus, where unprocessed emotions about personal power and self-worth often gather. The recurring pain in your neck might be showing you where you're literally holding back expression of your truth. Working with energy flow becomes a dance of awareness and intention. Like a skilled gardener tending to a complex ecosystem, you learn to notice where energy needs to be cleared, where it needs to be nourished, and where it simply needs space to find its own natural balance. This isn't about forcing change, it's about creating the conditions for healing to emerge organically. Imagine standing at the center of a vast web of luminous threads, each one responding to the subtlest movements of your consciousness. This is not just poetry. It's a precise description of how intention shapes the fabric of energy around and within us. Like a master weaver working with threads of light, your focused attention becomes the needle that embroiders new patterns into the tapestry of reality. In the deeper mysteries of energy work, intention is not just about positive thinking or wishful dreaming. It's about learning to attune your consciousness to the same frequency as the change you wish to create. Think of yourself as a musical instrument being tuned to resonate with specific possibilities. When you set an intention, you're not just declaring what you want. You're actually beginning to vibrate in harmony with that desired reality. Ancient temples held a profound secret about this process. Their initiates understood that intention without focused awareness is like trying to light a fire with scattered sunbeams. But when you use consciousness as a lens to concentrate your intention, something miraculous happens. The same way a magnifying glass can focus sunlight into a powerful beam, your focused attention can concentrate energy into a transformative force. Consider the practice of transmutation, the alchemical art of changing the quality of energy. When you're feeling anxious, that energy isn't your enemy to be banished. It's raw power waiting to be redirected. Through focused intention, you can learn to shift that same force into excitement, creativity, or even deep peace. The energy doesn't disappear, it transforms, responding to the template you hold in your consciousness. Here's where many spiritual traditions converge with surprising precision. They all teach that intention creates a field of possibility around us. Modern quantum physics hints at something similar when it speaks of the observer effect, the fact that consciousness itself influences the behavior of energy and matter. You're not just setting goals, you're literally reshaping the probabilistic landscape of your experience. But here's the subtle wisdom that many miss. Effective intention work isn't about forcing your will upon the universe. Instead, it's about achieving a state of aligned resonance. Think of a master violinist who doesn't fight the instrument but becomes one with it. In the same way, powerful intention work happens when you learn to harmonize your consciousness with the natural flows of energy around you. This brings us to the art of sustained focus. In an age of constant distraction, the ability to hold your attention steady on a single point has become a rare and precious skill. Yet this is exactly what's needed for energy work to move beyond mere theory into tangible results. Like a laser beam that can cut through steel while scattered light barely warms the surface, focused consciousness can penetrate to the deeper layers of reality. The masters of old left us specific techniques for developing this kind of focused intention. One powerful method involves creating what they called a vessel of consciousness, a clear, unwavering image held in the mind's eye. Start with something simple, like a sphere of golden light. Hold it steady in your imagination, not just as a visual image, but as a felt presence. When your mind wanders, and it will, gently return to the image. This isn't just an exercise in concentration, it's training in energy manipulation. As you develop this skill, you'll begin to notice something fascinating. The quality of your intention affects the quality of the energy you can direct. Scattered thoughts create scattered effects. But when you can hold your intention with crystal clarity, the energy responds with precise accuracy. It's like learning to play a fine instrument. At first, you might produce rough sounds, but with practice comes the ability to create beautiful harmonies. Remember, though, that the highest form of intention work isn't about accumulating personal power. It's about becoming a clear channel through which universal energy can flow with purpose and precision. As one Zen master put it, the archer becomes one with the target, and the arrow shoots itself. As we draw the sacred circle of our journey to a close, pause for a moment and feel the subtle difference in your energy field. That heightened awareness, that gentle buzzing beneath your skin. This isn't just temporary activation. You've begun awakening ancient knowing that has always lived in your cells, waiting to be remembered. Remember, you're not just learning techniques. You're reclaiming your birthright as a conscious creator in the grand tapestry of existence. Each breath, each focused intention, each moment of practiced awareness weaves you more deeply into the living mystery of energy mastery. But this is just the beginning of your journey. Like the ancient initiates who walked these paths before us, true mastery unfolds through consistent practice and deep communion with these forces. The techniques we've explored today are seeds. With your attention and care, they will grow into a flourishing garden of lived wisdom. If this exploration has sparked something within you, take the next step on your path. Subscribe to join our growing community of energy practitioners, where we dive even deeper into these ancient arts. Share this video with fellow seekers who might be ready to awaken their own energy mastery. In the comments below, I invite you to share your experiences with these practices. What sensations did you notice? What insights emerged? Your sharing enriches our collective understanding and helps others recognize they're not alone on this path. Until our next exploration, remember, you're not just the observer of energy. You are energy itself, awakening to its own infinite potential.